All right, for this problem, we're asked to suppose that the price of a dog collar is P dollars, and the supplier is willing to supply X hundreds of collars, where X squared plus 16X minus 2P squared is equal to 48. And we're asked, how fast is supply changing when the price is $4 per collar and is increasing at 10 cents per week? All right, so let's write out what we know. So X is going to be, X is the number of collars how do you spell collars? In hundreds. So X is the number of collars in hundreds. P is going to be the price in dollars. And T, remember, we're asked to find the how fast supply is changing. And so this is we have to introduce this element of time. We're asked to find how quickly in collars per week, how quickly is our supply chain changing. So time is going to be, or T is going to be time in weeks. And we know we want it in weeks because we're told that the price is increasing at 10 cents per week. So those are the units that we've been given. All right, now we are told that X is going to be we're given P. We're not given X. We're told that P is $4, right? And then we're not given X, but we can solve for X. Let's figure out what X is going to be. So we know that P is 4, so let's plug in 4 for P. So we're going to get X squared plus 16X minus 2 times 4 squared is equal to 48. So 4 squared is 16 times 2 is 32. So X squared plus 16X minus 32 equals 48. And now to solve a quadratic like this, we're going to want to set everything equal to 0. So let's subtract 48 from both sides. And we get X squared plus 16X minus 80 is equal to 0. And now I think we can factor this. So we need two numbers that multiply to 60 and add to negative, or add to 16 and multiply to negative 80. So that's going to be negative 20 and positive 4. Right? Negative 20 times 4 would be negative 80. Negative 20 plus 4 is, actually we want this to be positive 20 and negative 4. There we go. Now that would give us that positive 16. So we know that X has to be either negative 20 or 4. But what we're talking about here is number of collars. And so it doesn't make sense that X would be 20. We're not producing negative 2,000, because this is in hundreds. We're not producing negative 2,000 collars. So the only value for X that makes sense is 4. So we'll put that over here. So now we know P and we know X. We're given that the price per collar is changing at 10 cents per week. So the price is changing with respect to time. So dp over dt is going to be 10 cents, so 0.1 dollars per week. And then we're asked to find what dx over dt is. That's going to be the change in our supply. How much money, or how is our supply changing? And this is going to be in hundreds of collars per week. All right, because X is in hundreds of collars, and our rate of change is going to be with respect to T, which is in weeks. Okay, so now let's go and take the derivative of everything with respect to time. So x squared is going to be 2x times dx over dt. Remember, the chain rule says that when we're treating this x as a function of time, and so we can go ahead and solve it treating that x as if it were a t, but then we have to multiply by the derivative of this function of t that we treated as if it were a t with respect to t. So 2x times dx over dt plus 16 times dx over dt minus 4p times dp over dt is equal to 0. All right, now let's stick in everything that we know and solve for dx over dt. So we know x is 4, so 2 times 4. We know that we don't know dx over dt, so that we're just going to leave as dx over dt. Plus 16 times dx over dt minus 4 times p, which is 4, times dp over dt, which is 0.1. And that's equal to 0. So negative 4 times 4 is 16 times 0.1 would be negative 1.6. So let's add 1.6 to both sides. And then, so these will then add to 0, and we'll be left with 8 times dx over dt plus 16 times dx over dt is equal to 1.6. So 8 times dx over dt plus 16 times dx over dt is 24 times dx over dt. That's equal to 1.6. And so the rate of change in our supply with respect to time is equal to 1.6 divided by 24, which is about 0.06 repeating. Well, it's exactly 0.06 repeating, but remember, this is in hundreds per week. So what that means in terms of just collars per week, this is going to be about 6.7 collars per week. Just multiplying this 0.06 by 100, so that this is, it's 0.06700, which is the same as 6.7 individual collars per week, and that's our that's the rate of change in our supply when our price is changing at 10 cents per week.